Hello, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful day for baseball here in Brooks, Alberta, Canada. Our first home game for the Bombers. We see Mahoney on the mound for the squad as we are very excited to have you here on Flow Sports with us today. Of course, we're coming off I had my mic muted before that. I got just now wanted my mic. Looking at the defensive lineup here. Coming up first for Medicine Hat is going to be Schnabel. Mahoney with the first pitch of the game, swung on, fouled straight down. That's going to be a strike to open up the first home game of the season.
Tonight's Piston Broke beer batter. If he gets out, it's $1 off Piston Broke beer till the end.
And we're just now hearing on the PA announcer that Schnabel is a specialty batter here. We'll see how the fans react if they're able to get him out here. The second pitch hits him on the head. It's not a sight you want to see. That is. That's not the way you want to see a season open up for either squad here. It's too bad the center fielder, Schnabel, takes one off the head nice and early in this game. That's not good. He's reacting heavy to it. Mahoney not trying to start his first at-bat that way. The trainer for Brooks coming now to give a little hand here to Schnabel. He's going to get taken out of the game here as the fans give him an ovation. Not what you like to see, but both teams now opportunity to rally behind the down first moments of this game as we'll continue on here. Dale coming up now, the second baseman for Medicine Hat. That's going to be a base runner here after the hit by pitch. We'll wait to see what his number is, and I'll let you know who it is.
Blue, what number's on first base?
As we see some lineup changes here. Just terribly unfortunate way to start a game, but we'll see how they react from here.
Commercial buildings, residential and agricultural applications. Whether you require a replacement of defective components, fixtures, or an upgrade to energy efficiency, our technicians will ensure all electrical installs are completely safe and up to Canadian Electric Code standards. Now batting, number 5, second baseman Blake Dale.
Dale now up to bat, the right-hander coming up. The wind blowing out towards right field as the first pitch in his at-bat. Finding the strike zone, pumping it in with a strike is Mahoney. We'll see how he recovers after hitting the first batter of the game. Mahoney looking ready. Enters his windup as the pitch comes in. Swung on, chopped hard to the third base side, and that is going to be fair. That is going to be trouble as the sharply hit ball to the left field side will result in runners on second and third here. Still no outs as Dale making them pay here. One hit by pitch, one double, and that has the Brooks Bombers in a tough situation. Called strike as Mahoney has been finding the strike zone with his first pitch of each at bat so far this game. 3 for 3 on first pitch, first strike. As Mahoney gets ready with the pitch, that one swung on. A little late on that one as it's hit out to the foul ball side on left field.
Be sure to make sure that those foul balls get returned.
0-2 count now. Still no outs, but Mahoney has found himself in a very good position here. As he looks in, gets a sign. The wind up and the call not going his way here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mahoney looking in here, still up in the count. Enters his wind up, and that one high and outside, not getting a swing off as two and two now the count here. Number 2, who is it on their reserves? Yeah, the guy that's on third is number 2. The runner on third base is Volcano. One of the 2 Volcanos on the team has swung on and missed. A big strikeout gets the first out of the game for Mahoney, and the first out here at Elks Field this season.
Now stepping to the plate, the third baseman, number 10, Carter Rowe.
Volcano and Volcano. We'll see how they do. Of course, there's number 2 and number 11. Coming up now, though, is, of course, going to be Roth. We'll see what the third baseman can do for Medicine Hat as Mahoney looks to lock in. First pitch swung on, chopped softly to the first base side. Mahoney covering first, will get there in time, but the run will score. 2 outs on the board now in a 1-0 game. Runner on third base now for Mahoney to deal with. An early run here for Medicine Hat has them in not a bad spot whatsoever here.
Fielder, number 15, Carson Chan.
As the pitch in from Mahoney does not find the strike zone here, finally breaking his streak of first pitch strikes. Oh, 2 straight calls. You hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd there as Mahoney and everyone else thought he had it. Now down in the count 2-0. He's going to have to work back here against Chan. Chan playing in left field for Medicine Hat. Left-handed bat, swing on and hit to the center field, right field side, coming in on it, making the grab on it is center fielder Bain for the Brooks Bombers. That's gonna be all she wrote for the first inning here. Just 1 run scored on 1 base hit. Oh, on 1 base hit. That was a double for Dale, and of course, Schnabel scoring on, Volcano scoring after Schnabel was hit by pitch. We'll see you again in the bottom half of the first inning. Don't go anywhere.
Be sure to grab your 50/50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50/50 seller yet? No worries. You can buy them exactly right from your seat. and on your phone at bombers5050.com. Ticket sales are open until the end of the 6th inning, with the winning number will be drawn after the 7th. Bombers 50/50 is proudly sponsored by Cooley Coach Lines.
Coming up now to lead off the bottom half of our first inning.
Now, stepping to the plate, the bottom half of the first inning, the leadoff hitter, third baseman, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
That's going to be Maverick McAllister playing at third base today. The left-handed bat led off yesterday for the first game of the season.
Find some grass, buddy. Like you can.
After taking the first pitch, 1-0 counts. The right-hander, Heinen, continues to dance around the zone here. 2 balls, no strikes. McAllister showing off that patience at the plate. We'll see what the left-hander has here. Wind blowing in his favor, as he will take 3 pitches in a row. That one finding the strike zone, 2-1 here. Heinen looking in, getting his sign, and looks locked in with the pitch here. Swung on just late for McAllister there, trying to catch up to that one. 2-2 now is the count. That one had some trouble on it, some good contact. We'll see if he can dial in here and find this next pitch. Again, that's 1 hit, 1 run for Medicine Hat so far in the top half. As that swung on right off the glove of the pitcher Heinen, and that's going to be an infield single to start this game. Doesn't matter how you do it, just matters that you do, and McAllister finds his way to first base. That's going to set up Munns now, the designated hitter.
McAllister will bring to the plate the designated hitter, number 6, Lucas Munns.
We'll see what the left-hander Munns can do now. Back-to-back left-handed bats for the Brooks Bombers here. Now 1 hit apiece in the game. The pitch finds its way in there. Starting up in the count here is Heinen. Big number 33 on the mound. Has a runner on first to deal with here as Brooks trying to get their bats alive. The second pitch of the at-bat makes its way in. It was low and away. Perfect for a stolen base. For McAllister finds his way to second base. It's real quick base running.
Go, Lucas, here you go. Go, Sixer.
Find some green, Lucas. Let's go. Like you can, bud.
Now we'll see how Heinen deals with the runner on second base here. McAllister, a speed threat. Of course, Munns, the designated hitter. This is the position Brooks was looking for to start this game. Swung on, fouled backwards.
Like you can, Munns. Let's go.
Munns saw a pitch he liked there. We'll see how he decides to attack here.
Go, Lucas.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Heinen looks in, gets his sign. Staring down McAllister on 2 as the pitch comes in and swung on and missed. Munns with a swinging strikeout there. First out on the board for Heinen there. as we'll see how he continues to deal with the Brooks offense here as the first baseman, Jeff Coates, makes his way up now. Again, that wind blowing out towards the left field side, if not towards center. Both the flags on either pole ironed out right now as the first pitch for Heinen just up in the zone. Showing off the eye is Jeff Coates, the first baseman, as a runner in scoring position. Early here in the game, we find Brooks in a 1-0 deficit. We'll see how they respond. As McAllister dancing around on second. As Heinen trying not to be bothered by it, but now has 2 balls, no strikes to Jeff Coates. The hulking right-hander. He's got some size to him here. We'll see if he's got some power to back that up. As Heinen wind up. Another pitch down and away. 3-0 against Jeff Coates. He's found himself in a good position here.
Take your time, bud.
Heinen looking in at his pitch. Shakes off the first one. Likes what he sees on the second. 3-0. We'll see what he can do with it as the runner going outside pitch. McAllister slides and back-to-back stolen bases for McAllister. Speed kills, and we'll see if it pays off. Now a runner on third and a runner on first. Only one out on the board. Brooks finds themselves in a great position here to get this game all tied up as Bain, the center fielder, makes his way up.
Like you can, bud.
We'll see what Bain can do here. The right-handed bat swinging on the first pitch. That one skied up to right field. The first baseman, second baseman, neither able to get to it, as that's going to result in 1 run here for the Brooks. A tie game. Runners on first and second out. That's some clutch time hitting as McAllister will score the first run of the season here at Elks Park for the Brooks Bombers.
Now stepping to the plate, the right fielder, number 27.
We got a tie game on our hands here. An exciting one to start off our day. First pitch of the at-bat here for the right fielder here. This is Fleck, excuse me for the pause there. Just a perfect piece of contact for Bain to allow the base hit, and that one's struck hard to the right field side. The runner on 2 advances, turning and burning. He's going to make it safe as thrown out at third is Bain, but that will be a heads-up decision there by Jeff Coates, scoring the second run of the game. It is now 2-1. Brooks finds themselves in the lead.
Now stepping to the plate, the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
This is Perry now coming up
I need to go back to the first inning.
as Fleck with a huge RBI single.
Where's the innings on here?
First pitch of the at-bat. Perry will look at it as the second swung on, flied up. The shortstop calling off the rest of the team, and that's going to be it for our first inning of play. Brooks up 2-1 now as we will see you soon. That's going to be 3 base hits, 1 walk for our first inning of action here in Brooks at Elks Park. Well, of course, don't go anywhere. Our game will be resuming shortly here on Flow Sports.
1 runner left on base after 1 complete inning. The Bombers are on top of the Mavericks, 2-1.
Trying to get that run off in the second.
Yo, that's the one. You going?
Yes.
Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Back with the action here in the top of the second on Flow Sports. Of course, Mahoney on the mound for the Brooks Bombers finds himself with a one-run lead after allowing one run in the top half of the first inning. That would be Volcano coming around after Schnabel was hit by pitch. Looking in now, ready to go with the swing. That one's softly grounded to the third base side. McAllister picks up and makes the throw over in time. That's going to be a 5-3 putout. That was Chabot up.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 11, John Volcano.
Now Volcano coming up now for Medicine Hat. One out against already. Mahoney's found himself in a nice position here. We'll see what he does with it as the first pitch of his second at-bat of the inning finds its way in there. He looks locked in, ready to go. Looking in with the windup. Mahoney gets a sharp grounder to the shortstop side. Cannot get to it as Perry, and that's going to be a big single here for Medicine Hat as both these teams looking to get the offense going early in the season. Of course, Brooks coming off an 8-3 loss. They especially want to turn up the heat just a little bit here. Number 23, Stark, now making his way up with a runner on first base and one out. We'll see what the left-hander can do with the bat in his hand. Facing off against Mahoney here. Swung on the first pitch, and that one's hit hard to the left field side. Getting into the gap and two-hopping the wall. The runner is getting waved around here as that's a big sliding double. The ball spiked by Perry, but it makes no difference. The runner's staying at second and third base here with one out so far. In the top half of the second inning, that ball had trouble written all over it as it was tattooed out to left field. We'll see how Mahoney reacts here. After the big double leaves two runners in scoring position. Stark, good piece of hit on the first pitch he sees. Coming up now is King, the catcher for Medicine Hat. We'll see what the right-hander can do with the bat in his hands, facing off against the right-handed pitcher, Mahoney. Swinging on the first pitch, hitting that out towards the right field foul side. That's very far foul there. Center field, I need to be switching that. I was just thinking that. Outside pitch there. Mahoney trying to lock in here. 1-1 the count now.
Lucas.
Again, King, the 9-hole hitter here for Medicine Hat. Does not mean he is any less dangerous as Mahoney has to be very, very locked in here. That ball just kind of slipping out of his hands on its way to the plate. 2-1 now with two runners in scoring position. He doesn't want to give anything easy to hit here for the catcher on Medicine Hat. Mahoney looks in, gets the sign he likes. Just yanking the pitch outside. A beautiful pick there by the catcher, Pinheiro.
Good eye, Pinheiro. Good eye.
Number 22 here for the Brooks Bombers behind the dish. A 3-1 count. Mahoney not in a favorable position. First base is open. But that doesn't mean he wants to give it to him. As the pitch finding the strike zone, Mahoney blistering that one in there. We got a full count now with 1 out on the board here. Again, 2 runners in scoring position. This is anyone's battle right here. As Mahoney looks in, ready to go with the pitch. Just outside, as that will be a walk for King. Base is now loaded for, if I'm not mistaken, Volcano. If they're not going to be doing any more substitutions. Yep, Volcano, number 2.
Now stepping to the plate, center fielder, number 2, Adam Volcano.
We'll see what number 2, Volcano, can do here with the right-handed bat. And the bases loaded. 1 out again on the board. Mahoney's got a tall order ahead of him.
You bet. Sorry, Blue.
Second time through the order now for Mahoney. We'll see what the right-hander for Brooks will attack with here. First pitch just outside. Volcano not quite finding a spot on that one, but that is not a bad pitch in the slightest. Volcano spitting on it. Looks like he's going to have some patience up here at the plate. Again, the base is loaded. It's a tall task for Mahoney here to deal with as the pitch comes in. That one finding the strike zone. It's a good recovery there for the pitcher for the Bombers. Evens up the count now. Wind still blowing out towards that center field side. It's in the favor of the batters right now. Mahoney looking to battle. It's the off-speed pitch, just not quite getting the grip that he wants on that ball. 2-1 now the count here. As he looks in, ready to go with the windup. Pulling that ball into the dirt. Another good block here from Pinheiro. What a backstop this guy has proven to be so far in the early goings of this game. Couple nice picks. Nice block right there. 3-1 count now on the board. As Mahoney with the 3-1 pitch swung on, fouled straight back over the grandstand here. That's going to fill the count. 3-2 now.
Foul balls proudly sponsored by Play Alberta. Make sure to get those foul balls down to the West Desk watering hole.
That's going to be Volcano on third, Stark on second, and King on first here for Volcano. Mahoney with the full count pitch, not finding its way into the strike zone. That's going to be a huge walk there for Volcano to allow another run put on the board from Essendon. That's going to tie the game 2 apiece and keep the bases loaded. Seeing Pinheiro now come out to have a little chat with Mahoney.
Second baseman, number 5, Blake Dale.
Now we'll advance Stark to third, King to second, and Volcano to first. As the order here for the Medicine Hat Mavericks, we just saw Volcano as the leadoff man, as Schnabel unfortunately had to leave the game with an injury. We have Dale now up, followed by Morrison, Roth, Chan, Chabot, Volcano, Stark, and King.
Come on, Lucas.
A little righty-on-righty matchup here, Dale versus Mahoney. Pitch finds its way into the strike zone, opening up with a big strike there. The ball had a little bit of loop to it there, froze up the batter Dale completely. The second pitch of the at-bat, blistering its way in there. Mahoney showing off the fastball with that one. Dale couldn't catch up to it, now finds himself down 0-2 here. With the bases juiced and 1 out, he's looking to do damage against the Bombers here on their home crowd. Swung on and fouled back towards the right field side, running over on it, but not able to get to it as the right fielder here for the Brooks Bombers. That's going to be Fleck making the jog. Still 0-2 now as Dale looks to stay alive here at the dish. Mahoney looks ready for the pitch as enters his windup. Pinheiro with the block on that one, able to keep it from rolling back to the backstop and potentially having a runner come home from third base. Pinheiro's been, again, all over that ball today. Mahoney looking in with the wind up here and just not finding the strike zone with that one. He wanted it there as, again, with just 1 out on the board, he's looking to get out of this one. Two-two pitch on its way. And there's the big strikeout for Mahoney. Dale at a double his first time up. A adjustment made by Mahoney on the second rhyme around the order. Could potentially be just what the Bombers needed.
The first baseman, number 22, Evan Morrison.
Morrison playing first base, struck out his last time up. With the bases loaded, this is not a guy that you want to groove a pitch to here, the left-hander. Will spit on the first pitch up in the zone. That's going to be 1 ball, no strikes here. No shift here despite the left-handed bat as Brooks just trying to stay ready here as the pitch in the dirt. Pinheiro gets in the way of. 2 balls, no strikes here.
Here you go.
2 outs in a bases loaded situation. Medicine had 3 hits on the board already in our 2-2 ball game. Mahoney looking to battle back into the count here. As the third pitch comes in, that's just up, not finding its way down into the zone. 3-0 now against. Pitch comes in, the 3-0 finding its way into the zone. Mahoney looking to battle back now. The 3-1 count still not very friendly to the pitcher, but Mahoney looks locked in. Looking in, gets his sign, enters the wind up as ball down. Will walk home. Yet another run here in this one. That's going to be Stark coming around from third base to represent the go-ahead run in the early goings of this one. 3-2.
Now stepping to the plate, the third baseman, number 10, Carter Roth.
Roth now making his way up with 2 runners in scoring position, runner on first. Lucas Mahoney, the pitcher for the Bombers, with the first pitch strike in this one. 2 outs on the board for number 9 here as he looks to continue to battle in this one. Runners taking their lead as the pitch comes in. That one chopped sharply to the shortstop side. Perry picks it up, throws over to 1, and gets him in time. That's going to limit the damage here in the top half of our second inning. 3-2 is the score here now as, well, 2 runners came across, and it would be Volcano and Stark both scoring on walks. We will return with the bottom half of the second inning here on Flow College. Don't go anywhere.
Connor again. Are you loving the WCBL action? Don't let the final out be the end. Continue.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
To catch all Bomber away games on flowcollege.com.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Waiting for you. Head on down to the concession.
Ready now for the bottom half of the second inning. It's going to be Pinheiro leading off. For the Bombers here, the catcher has been plenty active behind the plate so far. We'll see what he can do with the bat in his hands. First pitch outside, stared at by Pinheiro, finds himself up on the count early here. He hit so far in our game 3 for Medicine Hat 2. For the Bombers, which also represents the runs in the game, as the second pitch swung on, fouled. Back out of play, right field side. A 1-1 count now to Pinheiro as he looks to continue to battle. That's Heinen on the mound as he will get hit hard. That ball going to left field. One hopping the wall for the ground rule double. Pinheiro showing off some of that power. That's the first huge base hit here for the Brooks Bombers at Elk Field.
Bring up the left fielder, number 14, Daniel Jenkins.
That will bring up Daniel Jenkins now with a runner in scoring position. Jenkins scored the first run of the season for the Brooks Bombers, while in Lethbridge facing off against the Bulls. First pitch, catching the outside part of the plate for a big strike call there. Jenkins, the right-handed bat, looking in, ready to go as catcher here lined up on the outside, and the pitch even more outside. 1-1 the count now as Jenkins an opportunity to do some damage. No outs on the board and a runner on second base. Swung on and skied up. First baseman calling it off and making the grab on that for the first out of the bottom half of our second inning. Jenkins just getting under that one. Not quite what he was looking for there. Still a runner in scoring position, but still an out.
To the plate, the second baseman, number 8, Gary Steyert-Couture.
Steyert-Couture now coming up, the 9-hitter for Brooks in this one. We'll see what the righty can do here against Heinen. First pitch swung on, hit hard, going to the outfield side, and that one is gone. That will be arriving at your doorstep in 3 to 5 business days as Steyert makes them pay. The lead taken by the Brooks Bombers in this one. A fireworks show to start us off. How about that for a little bit of action here at Elks Field? A huge 2-run home run.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
Just like that, the Bombers take the lead right back from Medicine Hat. What an explosive game we found ourselves in so far as Heinen taken deep on that one. Swung on, hit hard to the right field side, coming in on it, making the diving grab. Wow, what a play by the right fielder Stark for Medicine Hat. Hat glasses all flying off. A yard sale out in right field as an excellent catch was made.
Hitter, number 6, Lucas Munns.
Let's go, Lucas. There you go, kid. Go
Munns
Sixer.
now making his way up to the dish. Spits on the first pitch outside. Two outs here in our bottom half of the second inning. As Heinen ready with the pitch, a off speeder left up top. Two out the count now as that swung on, chopped to the first base side. Foul ball going towards the dugout of Medicine Hat. The left-hander Munns trying to find his way on base here with two outs. Trying to ride the momentum of the lead that the Bombers have found themselves in with the pitch coming from Heinen. Again, leaving that ball. Two one here. As that is a beautiful walk on 4 straight pitches.
Now, stepping to the plate, the first baseman, number 1, Taylor Jeffco.
Big walk for Munns there as now a runner on first base for the Brooks Bombers trying to continue. A very nice inning here. The first pitch of the at-bat here to Jeff Coates. Finds its way down in the zone as that is chopped to the second base side and no play to be made as looking at the Bombers run going all the way over to third is Munns as he's going to get up and go home. Running in as there's going to be a play here, thrown away as that is going to be another run here for the Bombers. A single for Jeff Coates ends up with him standing on third base after the ball gets thrown around. Jeff Coates, a very exciting single here as the Bombers find themselves up 5-3 in this one. Coming up now, the center fielder is Bain.
Center fielder, Andrew Bain.
Let's go, Andrew.
A runner on third base now on a sharply hit ground ball to the second base side. Bain with an opportunity to keep the rally going here. 5 runs, 5 hits for the Bombers through 2. We'll see if they can continue the fireworks here as the first pitch find its way to the strike zone.
Doing so good.
The home plate umpire saying that ball touched the outside part of the plate as the second pitch swung on, could not get to it. Was Bain now finds himself down 0-2 in this one.
Come on, Andrew, like you can, kid. Find some grass. Show 'em what you got.
Another outside pitch there. That one not quite finding the zone like the first one of the at-bat here. Bain's found himself in a 1-2 count. 2 outs and a runner on third base. Looking to do some damage before the second inning ends. Outside pitch also not finding the strike zone. 2-2 now as Bain battling back in the count.
You can, Andrew, like you can, kid. Find some green.
There will be one error. Yeah, sure.
So for Medicine Hat.
Yeah.
So I should take that third hit off.
Swung on and fouled straight back. Bain being aggressive here.
Play Alberta foul ball. Please make sure sure to return all those foul balls to get yourself a bummer buck to the West Hess watering hole.
Hits are 6-3 in this one so far. We'll see if Brooks can keep this going here. Bain at the dish, swung on, hit hard to the right field side, going back on it, and making the grab is Stark, as the rally will end with 3 runs scored for the Bombers. 3 hits and 3 runs, as we'll see you when we return in the top half of the 3rd inning here at Elks Field.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
Right now for the top half of the 3rd inning. The leadoff bat, Chan, coming up now for Medicine Hat. We'll see what Chan has in store here. The left-handed bat, ready to face off against Mahoney. First pitch makes its way outside, as Mahoney looking to battle. Allowed 1 in the first, 2 in the second. So that's chopped hard to the first base side, going right at the dugout, right at our photographers here. No one got hit with the ball. Thank goodness there. Photographer down there in the danger zone. You can see him on the right side of your screen, getting all the best shots for us. This pitch comes in. Hit towards the left field side. Jenkins makes his way in for the grab, losing his hat in the process, but getting the first out of our top half of the 3rd inning. It's going to bring up Chabot now.
Now, stepping the plate for the Mavericks, the designated hitter number 4,
Chabot, the designated hitter. Right-hander looking to face off against Mahoney here. We'll see how the Mavericks decide to attack here in the top half of the 3rd inning. The first pitch watched by Chabot for a strike call there. Swung on, chopped sharply to Perry at short. He'll pick it up and gun down to the first base side. 2 quick outs for the Brooks Bombers in this one. Mahoney thanking his defenders behind him there. Nice routine plays, but definitely not easy plays made by both Jenkins and by Perry now. Volcano now making his way up, swinging on the first pitch and well over the grandstands there. Straight back behind home plate, and lots of height under that one.
special prize at the end of the season.
Mahoney ready with the pitch now. That one hit sharply to the right field side. getting back on it and making the grab is Fleck. That's going to be a 3-up, 3-down inning. Mahoney making it look easy.
Top of the third inning for the Mavericks. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom half of the third inning right here at Elks Field. Just a reminder to make sure you get your 50-50 tickets as the jackpot is at $1,000 and growing.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Now stepping to plate, lead off the bottom half of the third inning is the right fielder, number 27, Emerson Fleck.
Fleck, after making a big grab in right field to end the top half of our third inning, will be leading off the bottom half of the third. The Brooks Bombers here on their home park. Now 1 ball to Fleck as the second pitch of the at-bat finding its way into the strike zone. The home plate umpire saying it touched the outside part of the paint. 1-1 count now. Heinen looking in, ready to go. Swung on, hit hard to the right field side as it's going back, and it will hit the wall on the fly. Fleck turning and burning, going to second bases. That's going to be a stand-up double for the lead-off batter for the Brooks Bombers here. They look to keep the rally going that they seem to have found in the bottom half of the second inning.
Will bring to the plate the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
Let's go, Gage.
I'll bring up the right-hander, Perry, now ready with a runner in scoring position. Heinen looking at the runner on two as he enters his windup here. Perry will watch the first pitch, strike in the zone. 7 hits so far for the Brooks Bombers in this one.
Take your time, buddy.
Nice hit, Gage. Here you go.
Heinen looking in, trying to stay focused here with the runner on scoring position. Perry's going to foul that one far out of play on the right field side.
There, Gage, like you can.
Gage Perry just behind that pitch there. Has the potential for power if he's able to square up with one here. Has the swing and a miss there. A foul tip caught by the catcher here for the first out of the bottom half of our third inning here. Of course, there's going to be a runner on two, and still plenty of potential to do damage. As Pinheiro coming up now, hit a double his last time up. Is a guy you trust if you are part of the Brooks faithful. As the right-hander ready to go against, well, the right-hander, Heinen with the pitch. It's been a consistent strike call all day.
Now batting, number 22.
Pinheiro will take it for a strike on the outside.
See what the one you like.
step off, and no pickoff throw, but an effective move, forcing Fleck to go all the way back to the bag on that one. We'll see what Heinen has in store here. Again, looks off the runner on two, enters his windup as that swung on by Pinheiro, hit out of play to the right field side. Just bouncing over the pro shop here in Brooks at Elks Field. Of course, those of you watching at home, if you ever want to see a game here, you could go to tickets.brooksbombers.com. 1 out, 2 strikes now against the catcher Pinheiro as Heinen taking his time on the mound. Looks like he needed a quick little reset there. He's now back ready to go, looking in at the sign. Sees what he likes, gets the shake. Catcher lined up on the outside. That pitch left just over the middle there. Fouled off, out of play again to the right field. Couple bystanders there, all walking by. No, them looking up at the ball. That could have been disastrous. As Heinen with an 0-2 count here against Pinheiro. Cannot deliver the put-away pitch as that is in the dirt. Pinheiro laying off that one. 1-2 now the count with 1 out. The first home run of the season for your Brooks Bombers. Again, that's Steyert Couture. Heinen's pitch on the outside part, just a little too outside for what the umpire has been calling a strike most of today. It's going to even up the count now, 2 apiece with, again, 1 out on the board. Fleck dancing on second base as another pitch will be taken. Fleck hustling over. That's going to be a stand-up steal on the ball in the dirt. Brooks putting themselves in a position to succeed here. A runner from second to third in this one. A 3-2 count as well. Pinheiro, all the power in his hands now. Pitch comes in, swung on, fouled again to the right field side. That hit the light up there. Doesn't look like the light broke, but fans were covering the ball there. The fans there in our crowd at Elks Field, plenty safe and sound. As the umpire forcing a stoppage in place so we can pick. Oh, the light did break here. We're getting updated. No fans look any worse for wear, thank goodness. We've had a lot of close calls in this one so far. Little stoppage in play here. We'll resume shortly as everyone has a little chance to meet up, have a little group powwow. Everyone even leaving our media booth to take a look at this one. We'll be right back here on Flow Sports. A wild day and a wild game here in Elks Field.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Yo, does the one going?
Yes. Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
get it on film.
Dude, I'm so mad. I just hit stop.
Oh.
And didn't get it. Not every day you see that, though. Hey, oh my gosh.
Apologies for the delay in our action here. I'll switch the camera over so you can see our wonderful grounds crew here in Brooks, Alberta at Elks Fields, cleaning up all the glass and would-be hazards off the park. Of course, we'll return to the game when the game returns to us, so don't go anywhere. Flow College. We'll be right back.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
Returning to the action here, Pinheiro up, a runner on third, a chance to do damage. That swung on, hit hard to the left field side, gets down, and that's going to be another run here. Despite our delay, Pinheiro stays hot. That's going to be another run on the board in a 6-3 ball game. A huge, huge RBI single.
Now setting the plate, the left fielder, number 14, Daniel Jenkins.
That's going to bring up Jenkins now. Fly out to the first base side his first time up, but again, a base runner has him looking aggressive here. One out on the board for Heinen as his first pitch will find its way into the strike zone. Pinheiro, the catcher on first base, we'll keep our eye on him, but Jenkins more of a speed threat in his own right here at the plate. As very nice block there from the catcher for Medicine Hat. That was King getting to it. Keeping that ball in play here. Bottom of the third and 1 run scored for the Brooks Bombers. Right-hander Jenkins at the dish, ready to go, facing off against Heinen. Pitch just on the outside, a close call. Good eyes from the right-handed bat from the Bombers. Finding himself up now in the count. Jenkins with the interview on the Brooks Bombers Instagram. That's WCBL Bombers. As the swing and the miss there, 2-2 evens up the count. Still just 1 out here as Heinen continuing to battle. The 2-2 pitch flying to the outside. Heinen's been pounding the outside part of the zone. Half the time working for him, half the time not. We'll see now what he goes with here. 3-2 against Jenkins. And another outside pitch will put Pinheiro on 2, Jenkins on 1. The ball going to the backstop there, but no threat to advance to third. As
Now, stepping to the plate is the second baseman, number 8, Derry Steyert-Couture.
As Derry Steyert-Couture coming up now. Of course, he homered his last time up. We'll see what big number 8 has for us here. Mound visit here for Medicine Hat. Of course, 2 runners on, followed by a 3-run bottom half of the second. They don't want to match that number here, as manager for Medicine Hat signaling to the right-hander potentially to get into this game here, as Heinen has been pulled in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We're going to have a pitching change here, and we'll be back once he's ready and warmed up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this time.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
BCHL champions, your Brooks Bandits. We would like to welcome head coach Dakota Mason and assistant coaches Cole McKay and Kevin Sajanovic, as well as the newly appointed Director of Broadcast and Community Relations, Rory McGowan, as well as the equipment manager and athletic therapist Taylor Smith. They brought the Rogers Cup for everybody to see, everybody. Let's give them a big round of applause, as they are the champions of the BCHL back to back. Now entering the game for the Medicine Hat Mavericks on the mound, number 13, Jax Graham.
One pitch left here for Graham, the relief pitcher for Medicine Hat. Tall order ahead of him. A runner on second, a runner on first. Jenkins a speed threat. We'll see what Pinheiro has under the hood here. See if he can show off that V8 engine of wheels. Coming up now again, that's Steyert-Couture as homering his first time up. Steyert-Couture, an opportunity to blow this game wide open. The first pitch here from Graham outside. It's going to be dancing around Mr. Steyert-Couture here, as he's established himself as a power bat. He's second baseman this afternoon, hitting in the 9 spot. Still lots of danger as that swung on, chopped hardly to the third base side, thrown to 1, thrown to 2 for 1, back over to first for 2, as that's going to be an inning-ending double play. Medicine Hat escapes the tough situation with some good fielding, as an inning that had 2 base hits and 1 run for the Brooks Bombers, finds themselves up 6-3 as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. An update from the rest of the scores here. Moose Jaw up 6-0 in their game over Regina Red Sox. Okotoks finds themselves down 2-0 to Sylvan Lake. Energy City Fort McMurray tied up right now. We're waiting for the best for last here. Lethbridge Bulls up 2-1 for Swift Currents, and then the extreme one, the Saskatoon Berries up 18-0. Actually, that is our final 18-0 over Weyburn. As our next at-bat starting here. Stark leading up. Maxwell's second pitch now finding its way
Now pitching for your Bombers,
into the zone.
Aiden Maxwell.
As Maxwell on the mound now for the Brooks Bombers, the local boy gets a big swing and a miss there.
And at the plate, number 23, right fielder Josh Stark.
It's going to be a 2-1 count now. Stark singular. Finding himself in a battle with Maxwell as that's going to be fouled off for the strikeout. Huge out there for Maxwell, starting off hot. That was 3 innings for Mahoney, and in those 3 innings he allowed 3 runs on 3 hits. A very efficient 3 innings for Mahoney. We'll see what Maxwell has here in the meat of our sandwich of the baseball game, our middle innings. As there's a big swing and a miss there. Maxwell putting himself in a good spot. Looping, off-speed pitch, not finding the zone there, but it's some beautiful stuff from Maxwell. We'll see if he has more of that in the tank. As he looks in, gets his sign. A righty-on-righty matchup as that's skied up to the first base side. First baseman coming in, making the grab. That's going to be Jeff Coates calling off the rest of his teammates and getting an easy P3. Tough at-bat there for Stark, who had a double his first time up, scored the 3rd run of the game for Madison Hatt.
If he gets out, it's $1 off Piston Brook beer until the end of the inning.
That boy, Aiden, like you can, kid.
As
It's done.
big strike call there against Volcano. Hit hard to the right field side and going over to it and making the grab. Beautiful range showed off there by Fleck. It makes you hold your breath when you see a ball hit that far into foul territory, and that's going to end the top half of our 4th inning. Maxwell with an efficient 3 up, 3 down.
For the Mavericks, top of the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors.
No runs, no hits, and no one left on, as we will see you in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Birthday to one of our Bombers' loyal fans.
Yo, does the one get going?
Yes.
Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
McAllister now making his way up to lead off our bottom half of the 4th inning. Brooks finds themselves up 6-3 in a very, very electric first home game of the season for the Bombers. The fans here at Elks Park have been showing love to the boys, and, well, they've been showing the love right back. 8 hits so far through 3 innings. McAllister swinging on the first pitch, not quite able to get to it as he's facing off against number 13, Graham, the right-handed pitcher for Medicine Hat. Graham finding himself up 0-1 in the count here, facing off against the lefty in McAllister. Hit hard up the middle, McAllister, a beautiful piece of hitting there. The 0-1 becomes first base standing for him.
Now stepping to the plate, the designated
That's
hitter,
exactly what you
number
ask
6,
for in your lead-off bat, no matter what inning you're in. 2 signals so far for McAllister in the early goings of our game. That brings up Munns here. An opportunity at the doorstep as he's swinging at the first pitch. Fouled off to the left field side, out of play.
Leonard Ford, a special prize at the end of the season.
The back-to-back lefties here for the Brooks Bombers. An opportunity to do damage. This pitch comes in, left up top by Munns. Good eyes on that one for the Bomber. Those high pitches, they sometimes look like softballs flying up there. Hard to lay off them, but Munns showing off the vision. Throw over to the first base side. Not in time, but very close. So quick, I couldn't even get the camera switch. That's a great pickoff move there by Graham. Just better base running by McAllister. We'll see if he's able to stay alive with some more pickoff moves like that, but it looks like Graham's focused in. Triple nod as he throws back over to first, and he will get the out. McAllister can't believe it, as that's going to represent the first out of our bottom half of the 4th inning. The triple nod from Graham. Should have seen something coming. Picked off at first. That's tough for McAllister, and I said it before, I'll say it again. Sometimes you get what you want out of your leadoff bat, and that's not one of those things. That's a big strike call there by the umpire. Munns now finds himself down in the count. Munns has a lot of support. We'll see if he can give them what they want to see as he shows off the vision there. Leaving another high pitch, well, up high. Our lefty on righty matchup continues here. The second batter of the bottom half of our inning. It's the pitch inside. No swing from Munns. Finds his way into a full count. Good bat control there by the designated hitter for the Brooks Bombers.
Let's go, Lucas. Here you go.
Full count, you got to expect some fireworks on this one. Whether that's a walk, hit, or strikeout. And there is the strikeout, just catching the outside part of the plate.
Wrong call there, bud.
All day, the outside part of the plate has been a struggle for these batters. Pitchers absolutely making use of that. The fans and other people here at Elksfield not very pleased with it, but if it's consistent, it's hard to be mad. As Jeff Coates will take the first pitch, a strike. Just along the knees there. The right-hander ready to go here. That one swung on sharply to the foul side of third base. Now 0-2, we'll see what Jeff Coates can do here in his battle. Swung on, hit hard to the left field side, barreled up, but a fly out. You can't be mad at how about the swing, but can't be mad about the result. That's going to be 6-3 now after 4 innings in this one.
We head to the top of the 5th inning with the Bombers score 6-3. Just a reminder to all those in attendance, we like to keep our ball club and our ballpark looking clean and tidy. We kindly ask all fans to grab their empty cans and garbage and dispose of them in the proper receptacles spread around the ballpark as you are leaving and done with your goods. We want to thank you for your cooperation.
The guy on third base, you or no? Or is that this year last year?
Toss, let me right, kid.
Stepping to the plate for the Mavericks, second baseman, number 5, Blake Dale.
Dale, the second baseman, making his way up now, the right-handed bat. Set to face off against Maxwell as the first pitch swinging well early on that one. If you go over to our Instagram, WCBL Bombers, you will see our fourth inning score update here as the Bombers find their way in the lead, 6-3 in this one. Of course, a huge home run hit by Steyr Couture here. Maxwell now on the mound. Looking for the put-away pitch, and he will get it. Beautifully located. 1, 2, 3 pitches to put away number 5, Dale. Hey, Corbin.
Now batting for the Mavericks, first baseman, number 22, Evan Morrison.
Morrison now making his way up the first baseman with that left-handed swing. We'll see what he can do with it against Maxwell as the first pitch hit into the stands here
Just a reminder to all our fans.
at the home plate dugout side.
Balls in the
As our action will resume here. Second pitch finding its way into the strike zone. Maxwell's been showing off some of his stuff here, and it's been pretty good. I don't want to speak too soon here. Of course, he's still pitching, and I'm definitely afraid of jinxing anything, so we'll leave it at 1-2 is the count against Morrison. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts, that time on 4 pitches. Maxwell feeling himself in this one.
Yes.
to away, that'll bring up the third baseman, number 10, Carter Rowe.
Maxwell owning the top half of the 5th inning.
23.
And keeps it going. Another big pitch and another called strike. Time called as a ball finds its way out onto the field. A couple people back behind the fence playing catch, playing a little too aggressively there. We're back to our play here. 2 outs, 1 strike against as, again, that's going to be Roth making his way to the dish. Already has a strike against as our play returns. Swung on, hit hard to the left field side. Coming over on it is McAllister, the third baseman, camped under and makes a diving grab. That ball continuously cutting away from him, and he makes light work of it as that's going to be a blank for the top half of the 5th inning. Maxwell back to back. Good stuff from the kid.
For the Mavericks in the 5th inning, there were
No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on as Brooks looking to find its groove in this one. Don't go anywhere as Flow TV, Flow College. We'll be right back.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archive game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
We head to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Leading off is the center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Center fielder Andrew Bain, wearing number 13, making his way up to the dish to lead off the bottom half of the fifth inning. Once Brooks found its groove, it's been electric so far, as the first pitch here from Graham finding its way into the strike zone. Bain knew that he had to swing on that one, gave kind of a check-in half swing. He's going to have to look to attack here, the right-handed center fielder facing off against Graham. Second pitch, swinging that fastball up high. Those are always a tough one. In my time playing ball, that's the reason I never played a higher level. Those high fastballs, they always got me. We'll see how Bain reacts here and continues to attack in our righty-on-righty matchup. Swung on, fouled straight back. Bain staying alive here. Continues to work and continues to make Graham hustle to try to get this out. Nothing easy is the name of the game here when you got a 3-run lead and a 6-hit lead in this one. Swung on, hit to the left field side. Camped under, making the grab, the left fielder Chan for Medicine Hat. The bats are swinging for the Brooks Bombers there. Bain not quite getting the power he quite wanted under that one. We'll see now what number 27, Fleck, the right fielder, can do. Been plenty active in right field, making a couple of grabs and been very good at the dish. A single and a double so far as that one's hit right back up the middle. The second baseman ranging over, making the play and getting him out. That's some great defense there from Medicine Hat. Nothing to complain about on a very hard hit ball by the right fielder for Brooks. That hit off the, at least I'm pretty sure that hit off the pitcher's mitt, slowing the ball down just enough to for a play to be made. Big strike starting off to Perry. The shortstop here for the Brooks Bombers. Another righty-on-righty matchup as Perry swinging on the second pitch of the at-bat over the grandstands, far out of play. Perry finding himself down 0-2 here with 2 outs on the board. Graham trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. Perry trying to deny him that opportunity. We'll see now as the pitch makes its way in. A outside pitch. Graham poking at it to the right field side as that's going to be a catch. The range shown off by Stark for Medicine Hat. 1-2-3 for Graham as we'll see you when we head into the top half of the sixth.
For the Bombers in the bottom half of the fifth inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
coming up next for them is Chan. Coming up next for us is Pinheiro. Sweet. Chan for Medicine Hat, stepping his way up, ready to face against Maxwell, finding the strike zone with that first pitch strike, and we'll see how he continues to deal here. Maxwell's starting to see some of these guys for the second time, and he's still approaching it with no fear. A second pitch, a second strike.
You can, hey, let's go.
Left fielder
Show
number
what you
15,
got.
Carson Chan.
The hits in our game is still 9-3. Medicine Hat trying to battle their way back into this one. Have not found their way on the board since the second inning. A 1-2 count now to Carson Chan for Medicine Hat as he swings and pulls a foul ball towards the first base side. Jeff Coates looking ready on it. If it were to have stayed fair, you got to trust your defense behind you, and Maxwell has been able to do that so far. Another pitch, another foul ball. The third baseman McAllister racing back on it, just cannot find it. Danger territory there where the ball comes in on our foul grounds. Count's going to remain 1-2 here, as our leadoff batter Chan continues to battle. Maxwell's been steady on the mound, looking in the whole time. That's not a man that is locked in. I don't know who is. It's Maxwell ready to go. Guns the fastball, just can't catch the outside part of the plate as the wind is starting to pick up here at Elks Field. Again, that's blowing out towards center field. Both the flagpoles are taut as that is sharply grounded to the second base side. Picked up, thrown over, and making the out. Jeff Coates drops it on the transfer, but he still caught the ball. That's a nice connection there from Steric Couture and Jeff Coates.
Number 4.
Now stepping to the plate.
Coming up now, Chabot.
The designated hitter, number 4, Jamel Chabot.
Right-hander here for the Medicine Hat Mavericks, ready to face off against Maxwell, who finds the strike zone with that one there. Maxwell has been elite so far here. Oh, that swung on, hit hard to the left field side. Of course, I had to jinx him. Very nice hit ball there by Chabot, number 4, as that's going to be the first base runner that Maxwell's given up in his appearance.
Number 11.
That's a hard hit single to the left field side. Hit right at Jenkins, just at his feet. That's going to bring up Volcano. The right-hander will take the first pitch, finding the outside part of the plate. 0-1 now the count. 1 out, 1 runner on first base for Medicine Hat. Swung on and missed. The off-speed pitch, fooling Volcano. Maxwell continues to trust his stuff here, and no reason why he shouldn't. As he looks in, triple shake, and the pitch left outside. It's been 50-50 on that pitch, whether it's called a ball or a strike, and this time Volcano gets to live to swing another day. As Maxwell delivers, that one fouled right up over the fouled right up over to Jeff Coots. I lost vision of that for a second and went all the way out of my vision, but an easy out for Maxwell here. Pop up to the third base side. That had some air under it. Just not the direction where Volcano wanted it to go. As Stark making his way up now, a double already in this one. Flew out to the first baseman his last time up. First pitch swinging, that is fouled back by the right fielder for Medicine Hat. Looks over at the first base coach, gets his sign. As we're going to see Maxwell with an 0-1 count, finding himself ahead and continuing to battle. Looking off the runner on first as he gives a double shake and lobs it over to first base. Jeff Coates was ready to apply a tag on a heater thrown his way. Maxwell just not trying to make any mistakes here. All the reason in the world to trust his stuff. One nod, gets set with the pitch, left outside. Evens up our count, one apiece. Pinheiro very active behind the dish here today. He's making his pitchers look good. The job of all catchers. Another throw over to the first base side. Not in time again. Heads up there by Chabot, the designated hitter for Medicine Hat.
Go ahead and hit go.
As Zane Maxwell ready with the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. It's going to be a strike there. 1-2 now the count. Maxwell continues to battle in this one, and well, so does Stark. These two have found themselves in quite a boxing match. 2 foul balls and 1 ball now for a 1-2 count. 2 outs on the board. A runner on first base as Maxwell's pitch doesn't quite get the strike zone. It's been 50-50 today for that outside part of the plate. The umpire very particular. Counts all even up now, 2-2 with 2 outs. And there he gives it to him. The big strike out to ends the inning. Little cross up here, but that is exactly what Maxwell wanted to see. Gets him looking on 2 pitches that looked very similar as we'll return in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
This is getting to be your last chance to get your Cooley Coach Lines 50-50 tickets. We are at jackpot of $1,485. The winning number will be drawn after the 7th inning. Once again, let's thank Cooley Coach Lines for sponsoring our Botters 50-50.
Ready now with the bottom of the 6th inning. Pinheiro making his way up to lead off for the Brooks Bombers. It's Graham still on the mound as his first pitch is hit up the middle at the center fielder as he's going to have the range to get to it. Good ground coverage by Volcano.
Now stepping to the plate, the left fielder, number 14, Daniel Jenkins.
As Jenkins making his way up now, his brothers on the team, his fellow Bombers, call him DJ. And our 6-3 game, 1 out now. A speedster, Jenkins, ready to go. As the first pitch finding its way into the strike zone there. Graham's found his groove since he's come into the game. Back-to-back scoreless innings for the Brooks Bombers after fireworks to start our game off. Jenkins now finds himself down 0-2 in the count.
Look at the one you want.
1 out already on the board. We'll see what Jenkins can do battling against Graham here, who has his stuff dialed in. I say that as a pitch in the dirt comes through. Can't get a swing from Jenkins here as these two will continue their battle here. Bottom half of the 6th inning in a 6-3 ball game here at Elks Field. Fouling off a pitch that could have been a strike. Jenkins staying alive in this one. You can't hate on the swing decision there. Just a little late on it.
See what the one you want.
Jenkins stepping back in as he looks to get ready to time this up in a 1-2 count. Hits him on the arm. That's the easy way to make your way to first. With 2 strikes, Graham's definitely regretting that one. He had him where he wanted him.
Now, stepping to the plate, the second baseman, number 8, Derry Steyert-Couture.
Jenkins smart to crowd the plate, and as we see Derry Steyert-Couture making his way up. Of course, he hit the huge 2-run home run his first time up. Run on first, 1 out. 1 ball now as Graham continues to battle in this one. 9 hits to 4 for the Bombers so far. As Graham looks in, double shake. Throw over to 1 as Jenkins will slide back in. Graham's been working those head shakes here as Jenkins takes off running on the hit and run. Jenkins turning from 2 as that ball's hit hard into center field. He's going to get the stop sign at third base as that's going to be runners on the corners for the Bombers with just 1 out. What a excellently done hit and run there. Couldn't have done it any better in practice. Of course, that ball, if not for the hit and run, could have been disaster as that was hit right where the second baseman was. Of course, he had to cover the bag for the stolen base attempt. That's heads-up baseball there by the Brooks Bombers. A liner up the middle might spell some trouble for Graham here. Runner on first, runner on third as our leadoff batter, McAllister, makes his way up. He hits that hard to the shortstop side, stepping on 2 for the first out and throwing over to 1, but cannot turn the double play. That's going to be a fielder's choice RBI for McAllister. Making the game 7-3 now as it's all about heads-up base running here at Elks Field. Two outs now as Munn's now making his way up with the runner on first. That's hit hard up the middle off the feet of the pitcher. Graham will pick up, gun down over to first and get the final out of the inning. 1 run scored on a fielder's choice RBI by McAllister after a single and a hit by pitch. That was Steyert-Couture with the single, the hit by pitch on Jenkins. Brooks Bombers continue to rally in this one. Their first run scored since the bottom half of the third. We'll see what they got on the defensive end as we head to the top of the seventh.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
As we return here, Maxwell staying on the mound for another inning of work in a 7-3 ball game. His first pitch left outside for a opening ball, the leadoff bat. He's going to be number 24, King, the catcher for Medicine Hat, staring at the first two pitches as they both fly out of the strike zone. Maxwell looking to get dialed back in here as
Like you can, Aiden. Take your time, buddy.
the daylight remaining in the sky here in Brooks, Alberta. Another beautiful day for the start of the season. As now 2-1 the count. King watching the first three pitches of his at-bat. We'll see how he continues the battle here against Maxwell as the pitch in, hit hard up the middle. That's going to find the gap in the center right side. Slamming into the wall hard. The center fielder Bain, but he will get the ball in time to limit it to just a double for King. The lead off bat making his way to second base for Medicine Hat. That's what you always look for, and especially when down 4, Medicine Hat's going to need a whole lot more of that as this game continues. Maxwell, of course, trying to shut him down. As Maxwell staring in, facing off against the leadoff bat here, Volcano. First pitch finding the strike zone, painting that top right quadrant. Still no outs and a runner on second base. That's a absolutely nasty breaking pitch. Front door on number 2, Volcano. We'll see what Maxwell can continue to do here. The wind's not quite as bad as it was before as the pitch makes its way in. Hit hard to the center right gap yet again. Chased all the way back to the wall. Bain picks it up, fires it in as the ball winds up in no man's land. Back-to-back doubles against Maxwell, who was cruising before this, but has now allowed the first run of his appearance. That's going to make this a 7-4 ball game here as Medicine Hat staying hot on Brooks's heels. Getting the runs going again, their first run since the top half of the second, as Maxwell finding his location yet again here against Dale. Dale, the second baseman, so far in this one, 2 strikeouts and a double. Maxwell's had his number so far as that one's fouled back. 0-2 now the count as Dale finds himself well down. Trying to catch in that runner on 2. You got a fierce battle here. Maxwell in the driver's seat. Sees a pitch he likes, gives his catcher the shake as the pickoff move, throwing over to the second base side. You got to watch out for that pickoff move. You got to make sure that leg doesn't go towards first. Maxwell looked to have had it dialed in there. The pitch in from Maxwell up top. Couldn't get him chasing on the high heat. 1-2 now. Dale still finds himself down in this count now as Maxwell with the off-speed pitch just left outside. 2-2 now as Dale working his way back in this count. A runner in scoring position and no outs. Maxwell might be starting to feel the pressure here as he looks in, gets his sign. Swung on, fouled, high, out of play here. Dale continues to stay alive against Maxwell as we have a fierce battle on our hands.
Yes.
What a pitch from Maxwell, finding the outside part of the zone with the off-speed pitch, freezing up Dale completely as he makes the long, lonely walk back to his dugout. Coming up now, Morrison, the first baseman, left-hander, has a walk and 2 strikeouts so far in this one. Maxwell's first pitch outside the zone here as he continues to battle with a runner in scoring position right behind him. Maxwell looks off the runner on two times as the swung on pitch hit hard to the first baseman, Jeff Coates. Jeff Coates makes that look easy. So fast, blistering right on him. Not quite, I mean, you usually call third base the hot corner, but first base, making it look easy there. I don't even know if I was able to flip in time. That ball was rifled off the bat. As coming up now is Roth. Swinging on the first pitch, grounded to the third base side. McAllister just could not get a glove under it as the runner being waved along. That's going to be the 5th run of the game for Medicine Hat. That's the danger of having a runner in scoring position. A big single for Medicine Hat makes this a 2-run game. Oh, it looks like we're calling it an error here. So no sing, but still damage done. Having a mound visit now. Coach making his way out. Talking with Pinheiro, talking with Maxwell. No pitching change, it looks like, but discussion being had on how they want to handle the top half of the 7th here as 2 runs scored already. That 4-run lead quickly dwindling down to just 2.
The jackpot is now $1,705. Make sure to get your tickets here. See Brandy before we...
Of course, you're watching our game here on Flow College. We thank you for tuning in, everyone here at the Brooks Bombers organization. Of course, I'm Curtis Collings on the call.
Here you go.
A runner on first base and 2 outs. Maxwell an opportunity to find his way out of this one. It's going to be Chan here, swinging on the first pitch. Popped up to the left fielder. Jenkins camped under and ends the inning. Maxwell limits the damage to just 2 as he allows 2 hits and a run and 2 runs to score.
2 runs on 2 hits.
An error charge to the third baseman McAllister as they'll look to recover here as we head to the bottom of the 7th, and we'll see the fans get into our 7th inning stretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's direct your attention to Josephine Whip as she presents us with the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by Allied. Allied Distributors in Brooks has been locally owned and operated company committed to providing excellent knowledgeable customer service since 1964. Thank you, Josephine.
Leading off the bottom half of the 7th inning, first baseman Jeff Coates making his way up. Where number 1 for your Brooks Bombers will see what he can do with the bat in his hand. So far in this one, he has scored a run after he walked in the first inning and, of course, made it to third base off after he singled. His next time up, we'll see what Jeff Coates has here. He flew out to the left field side his last time up, as Graham stays on the mound for Medicine Hat, much like Maxwell. He's been dealing. So far, just 1 run allowed, if I'm not mistaken, here by Graham. We'll see how he continues to work as he sees the lineup more and more, as that is grounded sharply to the first base side. Jeff Coates not happy with himself on that one. You could see it, as that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Coming up now, batting for the Brooks Bombers is going to be number 13, Bain. Pop out to left field and of himself. A pop up to left, a pop up to right, and a single so far for Bain. He's got potential in that bat. We'll see if he unleashes it here. 1 out on the board as he swings on the first pitch. Chopped sharply to the third base side. Picked up, thrown over, and that's going to be a quick out there. Graham keeping the pitch count down. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of our 7th inning. No base runners yet for the Bombers here, as Fleck making his way up. Had an RBI single his first time up, and then scored a run of his own the next time up with a double. A double play his last time up, looking to recover from it. As the first pitch swinging up to the center field side. The second baseman will be the one to make the grab, as 2 straight pitches, 2 straight outs. Graham makes quick work of the Bombers here.
Yo, does the
You going?
Yes.
Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected. Because it truly is. And it's all we think about. So you don't have to.
Now batting for the Mavericks, the designated hitter, number 4, Jamel Chabot.
Go, Caesar! Go, Caesar!
Cesar Morales now on the mound, replacing Maxwell. We'll see what the gunslinger can do here, showing off the heat with his first pitch just on the outside. Top half of our 8th inning. Morales, we'll see what he has. The righty on righty matchup gets a big foul ball there. Now, I talked with Ben Simmons, the catcher for the Brooks Bombers, before the first game of the season. I asked him who the most vocal and outgoing guy on the team, and without a shadow of a doubt, without hesitation, he said Cesar Morales. And in the video, you hear Cesar wooing in the background as the third pitch of the at-bat finds its way in. 1-2. Cesar Morales finds his way up now. Cesar just yanking that fastball there. Morales, again, has the heat. But he's just trying to get it over the plate. This guy could be a dangerous pitcher this season. Looks in, gets the sign he likes, gives the yes head nod as the fastball pumped in there, grounded to the third base side. McAllister bobbling it as not in time. Jeff Coates with a beautiful scoop, but alas would not be enough. A hard hit ball to the third base side. That is why they call it the hot corner. Of course, if you're not able to come to the game in person, if you're listening live and want to see some of the action, you can head to WCBL Bombers on Instagram, as we're seeing a replacement. Never mind, no replacement, just coming out to grab the equipment. We are all good here as a pass ball there, the first one that's been dangerous for Pinheiro, as he's been excellent behind the dish. Just that one gets away from him. The speed of Morales is a little different to deal with here, it looks like. Pinch runner coming out, number 14. As that's going to be Chabot coming out of the game. I'll get the name for here, number 14 on Medicine Hat, as soon as I get it. As still no outs on the board. Morales battling here against Falcano. Swung on, chopped sharply to the third base side, foul ball. 1-1 now the count here. Morales has found himself in a couple battles. Morales looking in, ready to go with the wind up. The pitch finding its way into the strike zone. 1-2. Morales now up in the count.
Like you can, Cesar, like you can, bud.
Of course, Morales, an outgoing guy, but a fierce competitor on the mound, looking for the put-away pitch here, and he will find it. Just not enough time to catch up to that fastball. Morales able to show it off with that rifle of an arm. Getting a big strikeout there as Volcano makes the long walk back to the dugout. Coming up now is going to be number 23, Stark, the right fielder for Medicine Hat. We'll see what Morales could do here. Again, dealing with a runner in scoring position. Never the easiest, but this is a man that exudes confidence. Cervantes, the base runner on second, came in to pinch run for Chabot.
Keep trying your best, bud. Let's go like you can.
Morales' pitch not finding exactly where he wanted to on the zone there. He continues to battle here. 1 out, now 2 balls and a runner in scoring position. The Bombers trying to maintain their lead that they gained in the bottom half of the second inning. From 7-3 to 7-5, and now a hit batter. That's going to be Stark walking over to first. Morales still trying to get his command under him for now. Of course, we all know he's got the stuff.
24.
Just got to put it all together here.
Batting for the Mavericks, 24, catcher, King.
Coming now, number 24, King, as we're going to have a mound visit here. Morales and the rest of the infield going to have a quick discussion. Most likely talking strategy here, as now the tying run on first base in the top half of the 8th inning. This is when it matters the most for the Bombers, and they're going to be sticking with Cesar here. Confidence in their relief pitcher. Cesar Morales has the heat. He's got the off-speed stuff. Let's just see if he can locate it here. King, the catcher, scored a run his last time up. Of course, he doubled to get on second. A walk his first time up. He's been very good at the dish so far. As Morales checks on the runner at 2. Does so twice, as 3 times as he enters his wind up here. The pitch just down in the zone. We'll see what Morales has in store here. 1-0, the count. King finds himself up, and King finds himself swinging, chopping that ball sharply to the second base side. Beautiful play there by Steyert Couture, spinning, twirling, and gunning down the runner King. 2 outs now as Morales continues to battle here. Dangerous situation here. The tying run on second.
Center fielder Adam Volcano. If he gets out this inning, Stolarov piston rope here until the end of the inning.
And now Volcano is making his way up. Replaced Schnabel in the first inning. We're hoping the best for Schnabel. It was not a fun hit by pitch. As Caesar's first pitch just on the outside, not able to get that call that the umpire loves to hand out. Of course, he has been rather consistent with that outside part of the plate, and it's up to the batters to battle off. We'll see now, 1 ball, no strikes. Morales with 2 outs on the board. And there it is, that outside part of the plate. Morales continues to gun that ball in there, and this time he gets rewarded. 1-1, now the count. Volcano, the lead-off batter now for Medicine Hat. great pick there by Pinheiro. Those are the little things, the grease work that the catchers do that might go underappreciated, but not here. Pinheiro has been excellent behind the dish so far, as Morales now battling against a 2-1 count here with 2 outs on the board, 2 runners in scoring position. You'd think he's feeling pressure, but this is one of the more outgoing, confident guys on the team. We'll see what he's got in store. Freezing up the batter with the off-speeder. 2-2 now is the count. Morales an opportunity to get out of the top half of this inning without allowing a run. Of course, a 75 ball game. Every pitch matters. 10 hits for Brooks, 6 for Medicine Hat as Caesar looks in and gets the sign he likes. Looking in our righty-righty matchup, Caesar will win it and show a emotion. You could see it from space, the celebration, and that's why he is the most vocal, outgoing guy rated by all his teammates there, and he makes it work. Beautiful strikeout to end the top half of the 8th. As that's going to be the 7th strikeout of the game for the Brooks Bombers.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
We are looking for C23663. Come on up to the Cactus Media box to claim $937.50. That is C23663.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Mavericks, number 39, Tanner Hale. And reminder that all pitching changes are
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Perry making his way up now for the bottom half of our 8th inning. A 7-5 ball game has been edge of your seat excitement here. 10 hits for Brooks, 6 for Medicine Hat as Brooks looks to put more numbers on the board. Perry yet to get on base yet today, but we'll see what he can do with the bat in his hands. There's a big strike call, 1-1 now the count.
Let's go again.
As that outside part of the plate gets tickled there by the pitcher. Hale, number 39 for Medicine Hat here, the hulking right-hander. We'll see what he can do now as the pitch comes in, chopped sharply to the third base side. That's going to be foul. We'll see what Perry can do here as he continues to fight.
Get the one you want. Let's go, kid.
Graham in his relief effort, if I'm not mistaken, only allowed the 1 run. As we'll see now the Perry Hale matchup. Pitch comes in, swung on, hit hard to the right field side, continues to fly. That short porch, no, it is cut. Fly out for Perry as that ball must have traveled 300 feet. Tough break for Perry, who's had a lot of tough breaks in this one so far. That ball just kept tailing towards foul grounds, but never once decided to leave the playing grounds. Perry wishes he could get that one back, as now Pinheiro, the catcher for the Bombers, makes his way up now. Facing off against the right-hander Hale. We'll see how the matchup goes as the first pitch well inside. Pinheiro spits on it. 1 ball, no strikes. And 1 out now in the bottom of the 8th. Brooks trying to add to that 7-5 lead as the next pitch also in. Pinheiro showing off the vision in this one. As the outside part of the plate gets painted there by Hale.
Get the one you want.
Number 39 for Medicine Hat. As that is up, Pinheiro works his way into quite the count here. Two teams in quite the battle. Pinheiro draws the walk there. 5 pitches and showing off the vision. Of course, the man behind the dish, you would hope he sees that ball well at the plate. And that he does, as he makes his way onto base for the 3rd time in 4 appearances today. As Daniel Jenkins making his way up here to try to do some damage. Just 1 out and a base runner now for the Bombers. Swinging on the first pitch. That one is straight down and fouled away. 0-1 now. Jenkins has the speed and the infield is back. Doesn't look like he's rearing to bunt, but not such a bad idea to play small ball. As we have our righty on righty matchup. Jenkins versus Hale. Pitch comes in, left outside, no frame job, could save that pitch as we have a 1-1 count now. Now, respect to King back there. He's been really framing these well. Just couldn't get it on that one. Now it's Jenkins in the evened up count. And there's the frame, and I'm telling you about King with the excellent work behind the dish there. Buys himself and his team a strike call there. Excellent work from the backstop for Medicine Hat. Jenkins now finds himself in a hole, down, 1-2. Inside pitch, front door finds its way into the zone. That's a strikeout looking for Jenkins. Not able to use that speed to his advantage on this one as the pitcher Hale works his way into another out here. Stayert Couture now making his way up. He's reached 2 times. Of course, that first time with the bomb. First pitch left up by Stayert. Couture, he has the ability to be patient there because he knows that he's got some pop in that bat. The second baseman for Brooks again wants to continue to add to that lead in our 7-5 ball game. That top half of the 9th inning is going to be rather interesting. What Medicine Hat is able to do here. The next pitch from Hale finding its way into the strike zone there. 7-5, the score now in our ball game, 10-6. The hits in this one. Hale checks on Pinheiro at 1 as he enters his windup. Swung on, but missed by the second baseman. For Brooks, that's going to be now 2 strikes to 1 ball now. He's going to have to battle back in this one.
Get the one you want, kid. Let's go like you can.
We'll see what he has now. Hale, ready, raring to go. The wind up and the front door pitch freezes him. 3 outs and just 1 base runner allowed on a walk. As we head to the top half of our 9th inning, anything can happen here at Elks Park, but we'll see what Cesar Morales has in store.
Congratulations to Kian Rogers right here, Brooks. He is your Cooley Coach Lives 50-50 winner of $937.50. Leading off for the Mavericks, top of the ninth inning, the second baseman, number 5, Blake Dale.
Dale making his way up now for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Down to their last 3 outs in this one as Morales' first pitch high and inside. A big ball to start the inning. We'll see what this 9th inning has in store here. Morales struck out the last batter he saw. We'll see if he's got that in the tap as the off-speed breaking pitch finding its way front door for a 1-1 count now. A lot of pitchers in this game, both Graham, Hale, and now Morales, making great use of that front door pitch as that's hit hard up the middle, both past both the infielders here. This is nail-biting stuff as there's no outs on the board and a runner on first. Of course, just a 2-run lead here for the Brooks Bombers as Morales has quite the weight on his shoulders. We'll see now what Morrison has, the first baseman for Medicine and Hat, wearing number 22 here. Morales checks on the runner at 1. In our 7-5 ball game, not getting given that call. Morales wanted it. Back and forth, the fireworks have gone. 2 runs scored in the top half of the 7th for Medicine Hat, trying to tap back into that one to extend this ball game here as Morales guns the ball over to the first base side. Not in time, the base runner would be able to get back safe. 1-0 now as Caesar looks to battle back into this at bat. The second pitch in the dirt. Pinheiro blocks it, gets up ready to fire, but no runner going. Morales with the game in his hands. You can definitely feel the tension in the air as he has to deal with Dale on first. And now Morrison at the plate. Morrison representing the tying run in this game. 3-0 now. Morales well down in the count. Morales looks in, ready to go with the 3-0 pitch. The red light on as he finds his way back into the count. 3-1 still. Not an enviable position. As Morales looks in, tension still high, finds the strike zone yet again. Morrison cannot believe it, but Pinheiro knows it. Full count now, Caesar. He just wanted to take the hard road. We'll see where that road leads here, as this pitch means everything. Taking a little time now to reset. Both the pitcher and batter, both now ready to go here. Morales versus Morrison. Pitch comes in, almost hitting Morrison as he will take his base. The tying run on first, the go-ahead run coming up to the plate. Medicine had in exactly the position they want to be in with no outs on the board. Coach now coming out for the Brooks Bombers to have a word with his pitcher.
Tonight's attendance is brought to you by Wave Inspection. Wave Inspection.
There's been a lot of drama, a lot of stakes now, and this first home game in Brooks is Well, it means a lot to these players. They're very proud of playing for the Bombers and playing in front of their home crowd here. An unfortunate loss to Lethbridge for the first game of the season. They want to pick up a win bad here and be 1-1 on the season, as they are looking to get Morales back into this game. We're seeing a lot of pointing, a lot of poking. But this is Morales' game here. Just trying to get his head back into this where it needs to be. Morales, quite the vocal player, has lots of emotion to him. We'll see if he could dial it in and secure this game here for the Brooks Bombers. Up 7-3 at one point in time, now just 7-5. As the first pitch finds its way in the upper left quadrant of the zone. Just what Morales needed there, finds himself up in the count. 0-1 now. Still anyone's game here, as that is chopped foul straight down by Roth.
Caesar, here you go.
Number 10, Roth, the third baseman. Lot of opportunity at the doorstep for him, but will he be feeling the pressure himself? The wind starting to pick up yet again here, blowing towards center field. Morales going to have to battle against that here as he gets a ball chopped sharply down the third baseline, foul. A runner in scoring position, the tying run on first. Morales looking to stay locked in here. A little bit of rest between those two pitches here, as both he and Roth both locked in now, ready to go. He gets his sign. Morales now in the wind-up. Another foul ball. Roth continues to battle here. Yet again, folks at home, we have a nail-biter on our hands. Still no outs here in the top half of the ninth inning. Brooks an opportunity at the doorstep. That's Morales on the mound in relief effort here. Plenty of looks back to the second base bag as he gets a tough ball call there. The crowd and everyone else ready to celebrate the first out of the top half of the ninth inning. Just no avail. Not very different than the first pitch, just on the outside rather than the inside. Morales has the spot. He knows the spot, as we're actually going to take a second here. Morales and the rest of the Bombers catching a breath.
Come on, Caesar, let's go, kid, like you can. Show him his boss.
Caesar now looking in at the sign. Sees what he likes as he enters his wind-up here. Swung on and missed. The off-speed pitch fools him like Penn and Teller. That is what he needed. Roth sits down. Now one out on the board. Anything, and again, anything is possible with these two teams. Chan, the left fielder, coming up now, and there's a little bit more breathing room, but the Bombers still feeling the tension. Medicine Hat, all the same here, down to top of the ninth. Morales with the pitch, finding its way into the strike zone, goes back-to-back off-speed pitches, and back-to-back times he gets rewarded. We'll see if he could keep locating like that as our inning goes on here. 0-1 count with one out. Morales right where he wants to be. The second pitch flies to the backstop. Pinheiro taking his time with it. Could have potentially gotten a runner there, but it looks like he's just going to console Morales here, not trying to make a mistake potentially. It's a wild pitch that will advance both runners. And again, the only word that comes to my mind now is pressure. Pressure on Brooks. Pressure on Medicine Hat. Both these teams feeling it. Of course, Medicine Hat needs some timely hitting now more than ever. But Morales, with fire in his eyes, fire in his heart, looking to shut them down here. Still just 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position, and a 2-run ball game. Swung on, fouled straight back. Chan finds himself in a 2-2 count. His heart beating through his chest now. Morales has him where he wants him. He's got 1 pitch to work with here before the count goes full. As Morales looks in, doesn't like the first pitch, likes the second. And we'll see what it is as the 2-2 count comes in. Chopped sharply to the shortstop, Perry. That's going to ricochet off his arm into center field, scoring 2 runs. And just like that, we have a tie ball game here at Elks Park. And it looks like Perry might be injured on that one. We'll keep our eye on him. He keeps flexing, shaking that hand. A 7-7 ball game. Off a ground ball to short. That is not good. Perry wincing over in pain too. It looks like he's going to stick it out. But a sharply hit ground ball. Unable to block it and keep it in the infield. Both base runners will score. That's going to now just have a runner on first for Medicine Hat, as number 16 coming in for Cervantes, excuse me. Kyber now with the opportunity for the Mavericks. We'll see what Calder can do here. As that was a strike call there, but Pinheiro dropping the ball. Umpire giving it to him, but yes, a strike call. That's just not something you see very often. Now a tie ball game here in Brooks.
Come on, Caesar.
We'll see what Morales has now, as with the tie game, a little bit less pressure. Throw over 2-1. Jeff Coates not able to get the tag in time, or either that or the ball didn't make it in time. Still just 1 out on the board here in our 7-7 tied ball game.
Yes,
As Caesar now finds himself in a 1-1 count here. Caesar Morales working a tough at-bat against Calder. The left-handed Calder looking off at Morales. Swinging off Morales as well, as he fouls that one off to stay alive. 2-2 now on the board with 1 out. Caesar looks off the runner at first as Caesar Morales. Pitcher on the mound. Delivers. Chopped sharply to the catcher. Almost like a swinging bunt as he picks up and will make the throw in time. The second out of the inning picked up. Calder will advance the runner. The go-ahead run now in scoring position. That's going to be Chan on second as Medicine Hat looks to get the go-ahead run through. It's going to be Volcano at the dish. Righty-righty matchup here. Morales set with the first pitch. Well inside. That's going to get watched by Volcano. as our daylight game is shifting to a nighttime game under the lights. We'll see what Morales has in store as the second pitch of the at-bat fouled off, hit straight back. It's going to be a 1-1 count now with 2 outs against. Brooks trying to keep this game in a 7-7 state for their bats coming up. In the bottom half of the ninth, it's going to be McAllister, then Munns, and then Jeff Coates. As Caesar with the 1-1 count, Morales pumps it in there. Another foul ball. Cesar Morales has the support of the crowd behind him. One-two count with 2 outs. Morales set on the mound. Pitch comes in, swung on, hit hard up the middle, and that's going to find its way to Bain in center. He picks up, he guns towards the plate, as that is just a little offline. The go-ahead run comes to the plate for Medicine Hat. A big RBI single there for Medicine Hat. In our 8-7 ball game. The offense coming alive for Medicine Hat right when they needed it. 5 runs in the last 3 innings for them. Up now is Stark, number 23, swinging and missing on the first pitch of his at-bat. Morales with 2 outs trying to get out of the top half of the 9th inning. Gets another big swing and a miss there. That's going to make it 0-2. Morales in the driver's seat for this at-bat, facing off against Stark, who was hit by pitches last time up by Morales. And he freezes up Stark and, well, ends the top half of the 9th inning. 3 runs coming around to score. That would be dangerous. Chan with 2 RBIs and Volcano with 1 for the 3 runs. As we will see you in the bottom half of the 9th inning, this game is still anyone's. Brooks Bombers down 8-7.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Ready now for the bottom of the 9th inning. Down 8-7. The Bombers need some clutch hitting now more than ever if they want to pick up their first win of the season. A 1-run ball game. The top half of the order, McAllister up, looks at the first pitch, and it is down. Starting off 1-0 here in the bottom of the 9th, and yet again you feel the pressure, you feel the tension all around Elks Field. Hale on the mound will hit McAllister.
Come on, hit him.
Yes, and he awards him his base. I mean, I could hear it from up here. I was just waiting for the confirmation from the umpire, and he gives it to us. McAllister representing the tying run here. We'll see if he can use that speed of his. As Lucas Munn's coming up now, you might hear lots of yelling in the background. Hale on the mound, immediately throwing a pickoff move. Nonchalant, and McAllister saw it coming. Gets back to the bag, and they want to keep him there. They don't want the speedy McAllister representing the tying run in this game, making his way to second. As the first pitch of the at-bat here to Munns is going to be in the strike zone.
Go 6, here you go.
0-1 now the count.
Look at the one you want, bud. Let's go.
Here in the bottom of our 9th inning. As he squares up to bunt, he pulls it back as there is, in fact, no swing. 1-1, the count's now been evened up. No outs here in the bottom half of our 9th inning, and Brooks feeling the pressure here. Hale, of course, looking to end this game and pick up a win here.
Look at the one you want.
We'll see what Hale has on the mound. His lanky frame. Lots of speed behind that ball. Swung on and missed. Munns could not catch up to it. 1-2 now the count.
By the way, let's go. Come on, Lucas, here you go, 6. Let's go left side.
Let's go, big sixer.
Got some sour gummies at home. Here you go, kid.
Throw over to the first base side. That's going to be safe. McAllister able to get back to the bag. Of course, he was thrown out earlier in the game, and that might have been to Hale or it was to Graham. Either way, you got to keep your eye on him as a speed threat as the high heat makes its way up out of the zone. 2-2 now. Munns working his count.
Let's go left side. Here you go.
Trying to get back ahead is Munns. All evened up here. Swung on and a strike out. Munns is going to go sit down the first out. Of the bottom half of the 9th inning.
Now setting the plate, the first baseman, number 1, Dalen Jeffcoats.
Go, Dalen, here you go.
Jeffcoats up at the plate, represents the go-ahead run in this one. 8-7 the score. Another pickoff move attempted. McAllister showing off the athleticism, getting back to the first base bag. We'll see what the hulking right-hander has as there's another pickoff move. Hale is afraid of McAllister's speed. Of course, this is Jeffcoats up, the 3-hole batter. As Hale continues to look at McAllister. McAllister runs. We'll see what the throwdown has as he gets down. Plenty of time as that's going to be a big stolen base. A runner in scoring position for Jeffcoats now, and that runner represents the tie. And that was high up out of the zone, it looked like, if I'm remembering correctly there. Short little mound visit going on now. It's the first pitch of the at-bat. Sees a stolen base. As we're set to resume play here after a short little mound visit. 1 out, 1 ball. And opportunity for Brooks. Jeffcoats staring down Hale. Hale staring down McAllister as Hale with the pitch. That finds its way into the zone. Jeffcoats knew it. Shakes his head. Yes, he is ready now. 1-1. The count now evened up. We've already seen one big fly in this one. as that one's hit sharply to the shortstop side. Played cleanly, as that's going to be the second out of the inning. The last chances here for Brooks. Down to 1 out. We'll see what Bain has in store. Brooks is going to need something big here from the center fielder.
The center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Andrew Bain. If the pressure's on anyone, it's on that man. The right-hander facing off against the right-handed Hale. First pitch in the dirt. He'll spit on it. Again, McAllister now on third base represents that tying run. But with 2 outs, you can't play around here. You got to be sure, you got to be ready. You got to be locked in. As Bain ready to go.
Come on, Andrew.
Wind's blowing out towards left. It swings and misses on the inside heat. Couldn't quite get to it now as we have a 1-1 count on our hands. Pitch well up and out of the zone. Almost looked like a pitch out there from Hale. Just couldn't control that heater on the outside. A part of the zone that pitchers all day today for both teams have loved going to. The one-on-one matchup, Hale and Bain. Could decide everything in this game. We'll see it continue now. That's Hale with the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Coming into the crowd off the roof of the grandstand. Bain lives to fight another day. 2-2 now on the board. 2 outs against the Bombers. These two teams found themselves in quite the battle, quite the fight. Down by 1. Bombers at home trying to hold on. We'll see if they can battle back from this deficit. McAllister on 3. The crowd getting into it for the Mavericks here. The Brooks crowd waiting in bated breath. An outside pitch will fill the counts now. Bain has been working at the dish here. And what a battle. What a battle. Full count. Bain versus Hale. Hale ready, set to deliver. The pitch that's chopped sharply to the third base side. Diving grab made and in time for the game. Medicine Hat will win it with some last minute heroics in this one. 8-2-7. A diving, beautiful web gem there by Roth to put the game away. What a fight, what a battle between the two teams here. And Brooks just couldn't get it done. From up 7-3 to losing 8-7. We saw some fantastic work today out of Maxwell and as well from Hale to close this game out for Medicine Hat. And that's going to be it for our first home game here at Elks Field. We thank you so much for tuning in to our game here on Flow Sports, Flow College, for everyone watching. We will see you again tomorrow as the Brooks Bombers will be on the road to face off against Sylvan Lake. That's going to be Saturday, May 30th at 7:05 against Sylvan Lake, and then Sunday, May 31st, also against Sylvan Lake. The next home game you have here at Elks Field will be Tuesday, June the 2nd, also at 7:05. That's going to be against Fort McMurray, making their way down the 8-hour drive. Yet again, from everyone here with the Brooks Bombers, we say thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. This has been Curtis Collings, and until next time. signing off.